Alrighty then, I hope this is working. This vlog's take 2 because I have you balanced on 2 Tupperware containers on my bed. And so every single time I moved, the camera was moving. It's moving right now. But apparently on my camera, you can't really notice it too much. So I'm just going to have to say sorry for all the movement and hope that you guys can see me. So I haven't vlogged in a while. I wasn't feeling too well and just kind of feeling disappointed in some things. And I'll talk about that later. First, I'd like to tell you about my appointment. It was a few weeks ago now. So I went, and the way my midwife group works is that they have a whole bunch of midwives, and I think there's like 3 or 4 of them. I haven't met them all yet. And so they all work in the same office, and then you take turns seeing them. And then at the end, when you give birth, whichever one is on call will be the one that goes and sees you and helps you through delivery. Because of my BMI, my body mass indication, body mass, I don't know what it means. Because of my weight, they were worried and wanted to see if maybe I would be a high-risk pregnancy or something like that. And if so, then they wouldn't be able to deliver me because they would rather me go to a doctor. And so anyways, they sent off an email last time when they weighed me because they were concerned about my weight. So they sent an email to all of my midwives, and I was going to find out this appointment if I was considered too high risk to be with a midwife. So I went in and I did the dreadful scale. I weighed myself, and it's kind of embarrassing because they have like this main common room, which is like the waiting room, and then around it in like an L shape is the rooms that you go into for your appointments. And Nova, lay down. And so you have to weigh yourself in front of like everyone. Sorry about that. And so I weighed myself, and thankfully I didn't gain any weight, and I was just really happy with that. That's my goal for this pregnancy, is just kind of, because they don't really want you to lose weight, excuse me, during pregnancy, but they want you, they don't want you to gain an obsessive amount. So for me, I'm just trying to keep my weight down and not really gaining any weight, so therefore I'm actually losing weight and the baby's gaining weight. So that was good, and my blood tests and other things came back really good. So the doctor, or the midwife that I saw that day, was really happy, and she wrote a letter to the rest of the midwives that she really feels that because of my history and because I've always been plus size and my history of my other births were so perfect, they're healthy, beautiful babies, and I delivered without any complications, that I wouldn't be high risk. So that was good, and I was really happy that I could do that. And we scheduled an ultrasound, but because of my BMI again, she wanted me to wait till the baby was bigger to get the gender ultrasound. Usually that's around 20 weeks. Some people do it at 18 weeks, but they recommend you do it at 20 weeks. But because of my BMI, they wanted me to wait till 22 weeks. So that's not until, I believe, like 6, 7, 8th, June 8th, I'll be 22 weeks. But I scheduled it for June 6th, so I'll just be like, I'll be 21 weeks, 3 days or something like that. And, yeah, so that kind of made me sad. I feel like every other pregnant woman, and I feel that I deserve everything like every other pregnant woman, and But the reality is that I am plus size, and that some things do have to be modified because I'm plus size. And I guess that kind of made me sad, a little bit depressed. I don't know, like, it's one thing to be plus size and kind of ignore it, and when you don't have doctors looking at you all the time. But then when it's like, oh, well, you can't do this because you're BMI, then you're like, you know, it just puts it in your face a lot more. And, you know, I've always been really confident with who I am. I've always struggled with my weight. When I was little, I was really uncomfortable with it. I was always a chunky kid, and, you know, I always had boobs before everybody else did, and so I really struggled with it. But when I hit about 15, 16, I just became more comfortable with myself, and just decided, you know, I didn't really care. And, you know, and then that ended up being when I was the thinnest in my life, was when I stopped caring, which is kind of funny. I just try to be healthy, and I just try not to eat out. And a lot of people think it's because I eat too much. You automatically see a plus size person and you think you eat too much. But my problem is I don't eat enough, and then when I finally do eat, I eat something that's not exactly the healthiest or too good for me, and I eat too much of it, and it's usually late at night. Ugh, I'm sorry, it's wobbling again. Yeah, so that's basically what happened with that, and that's why I haven't vlogged. So let's get on to some of the good things. I kind of wrote notes. I'm not a note person, but I did this time. Today is May 2nd, and I am 16 weeks, 5 days. And some of the things that are happening to the baby is that the baby is covered in langu, which is that like fuzzy hair that they get. And my placenta has taken over almost completely. So all the baby's hormones and all the baby's blood and nutrition is coming from the placenta now. It's not so much strain on me, which has been good. Like, I don't find myself as tired before because the placenta's taken over. Some of the things that the baby is developing more right now is the baby's senses: sight, sound, smell, and touch and hearing. So that's pretty cool to think that the baby can hear me, possibly. Sometimes when I'm listening with my Doppler, I can push on the baby, then you can hear that the baby's pushing back. It's like kicking the Doppler, which is pretty cool. The baby is the size of a pear. So the baby is roughly 5 inches, they say. I have a ruler here. It's a really old ruler, you guys, so it looks like horrible. But that's 5 inches right there. I don't know if you can see that. So that's pretty big, like, thinking that there's something that big in my body, and that's just from rump to head, not including the legs and the arms. That's, you know, big baby considering how tiny it was when it started. What else? That's all really I have to say. Symptoms, I've never really had too much symptoms, just food aversion, like some things don't really taste great to me, and like I said, the baby makes me full really fast, so I can't really eat too much. And when I say too much, I mean, like, I had a burrito the other day, but I only ate a quarter of it, and it was just too much for me. And like, before I was pregnant, I kid you not, I could probably eat like 3 burritos. And so that's a drastic change for me. I downloaded a new app. It is called Baby Center, and it's pretty cool, and it shows you what the little baby looks like. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's pretty cool. And you can, like, it has little bubbles that you can click on, and then it'll give you a little factoid, like, your baby's head is more erect now, is what it says there. What's another one? your baby's scalp patterns are starting to develop. It's just really cool, and also you can chat and talk to other people on the website, and it tells you like I have 163 more days to go, and that the baby's the size of a pear. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know how long this video is. It's probably gonna take forever to upload. I'm sorry it's shaky again. Oh yeah, look, got my hair down. Yeah, and I did like the body mass weight gain thing, like how much it says I should roughly gain throughout this pregnancy before it's not too healthy, and it says an average of 21 pounds, which is ridiculous. I don't want to gain 21 pounds. I will not gain 21 pounds. If I do, I don't know. If I do, I'm denying myself any junk food. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, well I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to make a second video of just some items that I have. Alright. Thank you for seeing me. Subscribe and like. And I'm hoping to do more vlogs more often. Now that I'm totally in my second trimester, I should start feeling well. Anyways, bye!